10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, and welcome to Dax Chats for another episode. This episode, we have a Melbourne-based duo, or Victorian-based duo from the Gippsland, Tessa and Thomas Libreri. They've got a brand new song out called A Slice of Heaven. We're talking today to Destiny Band Oz. So Dax Chats to Destiny Band Oz, and here they are right now. G'day, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Like, it's been such a wild ride. I guess the whole world's on a wild ride now, but it changes between person and person depending on who you're speaking to.
For sure. It's definitely crazy times down here.
Yeah. I mean, in Victoria. You're out in the sticks, so it doesn't affect you guys as much as the city does. Yes. Wow. But I think the whole state is in lockdown again, is it?
Not around. We have to start wearing masks from Sunday night, all of Victoria.
Yeah.
But we're still allowed. Apparently, we can wear a mask and we go to a restaurant, and then when we get to the restaurant, we have to take our mask off to eat.
To eat?
I don't know. Go figure. Yeah.
Well,
fair enough.
It would be hard to get out.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't understand. I don't understand the mentality either. I just don't get it. Even with me, because I was in Beijing and then I moved to Hangzhou, that was a scary process in itself. But we were like in the car wearing the mask. We get to the airport, we're wearing the mask. Then we have something to eat, we take the mask off. Yeah. It's a crazy situation.
I mean, I can understand it at home. Yeah, but in a restaurant with 20 people, you take your mask off, you might as well not wear the mask to walk in.
Yeah, we've just been
That's right.
very much to
Absolutely.
ourselves. And,
We don't go anywhere, so we're pretty safe.
That's good. So let's look at some of the background behind Destiny Band Oz. Basically, you've been a duo for many, many, many years. But around 2017, some people told you should get your music out to radio and get other people to hear it. And from then on, it's just blown up. You've won awards, and you've released about eight singles to radio now.
I think it might be more than that, actually.
Possibly.
We're up to nearly 15 or something.
Well, there you go.
Christmas
I'm behind in the times.
Yeah. I don't know, but we're very thankful to everyone for embracing our music and
heard throughout the world. And thanks to presenters like you for playing us. So it's just good. People seem to like what we're doing, so we're going to keep doing it.
And it's a great industry, so long as you keep on the right side of everyone, and it's.
Yeah. So let's quickly talk about your new track. Your new track is called Slice of Heaven. Now, it took me a while to actually put it on my radio station because obviously it's a different feel to what you're normally used to doing. It's very it's very jazzy. It's like cabaret style song.
Yeah, a few people have said it's a bit like Patsy Cline-ish. It's sort of got that sort of jazzy element. but it's sort of probably more country swing, I suppose. That's, you know, what we'd say.
Well, a lot of the truth of the matter is, I learned all these jazz chords and I wanted to put them in a song, so that's how it came about.
No, not really.
Well, you know, I know these quirky chords. Let's use them. So,
it was based.
So he's going to laugh.
Yeah,
It is true. It is. Look, it's
the real reason.
The song came about after Black Saturday. As you know, we were from King Lake and we went through the fires, and then we moved to Gippsland and we found our slice of heaven. And I had been toying with some different arrangements and different chords and things, and you know, the song came out. It was actually on our first album, which was really just a demo album. So I'd like a total album again one day, and Slice of Heaven would be one of the songs that would probably change a little bit and lean more towards, you know, traditional country style of playing. But, you know, it's got the background and it's got a good, you know, people do like the song.
It's a good sort of dancey number because there's a lot of old-time dancers we've found going around the country music festivals. There's a lot of, you know, older, the boring dancing type people, and they reckon that that's sort of a nice genre for them to dance to, so a nice feel.
Yeah, people relate to the words. So,
sorry, I have a question now. Obviously, Thomas, your family is from Malta. Do you have a following? Do you have a following back in the homeland as well?
Well, he was born here.
Yeah, I'm born here. My family are born here.
I know that, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, generations back. That, you know, do people actually listen to your music back in the homeland, even though you're born in Australia? I know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the song, there's a couple of our songs like "Great Courage," which was written originally in Maltese, and then Tessa rewrote it in English. So that song hit the airwaves in Malta, and yes, it did. And we've got another Maltese song. So they listen to traditional Maltese songs. They don't really listen to, you know, the country stuff that we play. They love it, but they don't really get it. So I probably need to write more songs in both languages, which is really hard to do because I struggle myself to get it out.
The problem is that, like, one word in Maltese can, like, means 3 words or 4 words in English. So it's really hard to find that.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like, you know, where you are, to write a song in, you know, Chinese or whatever and translate it into English. It's so hard to get that.
Forget it. It wouldn't work.
The same impact. Yeah. And I couldn't get it to work, but Tessa managed to make that one song, Great Courage, work. And it took 4 or 5 attempts before, before we actually captured the story. So it can be done, but it's a lot of work. And I'd love to do more. And we were supposed to go to Malta. Going to happen. We were going to tour to Sri Lanka, so they love that as well as the English and the Maltese stuff. They seem to be able to get both. So but they pick it up. So it's Maltese is a blend of a lot of different languages. So it's got a little bit of Arabic and a little bit of, you know. So a lot of people all over the place pick up and lead them to the story. So.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
So the answer is yes, we do have a following in Malta.
There you go. That was a long answer. There you go. No, that's good.
It's hard to shut him up.
It's all good. I like it. So I don't know. You know, obviously nobody knows what's going to happen with anything right now. I mean, you know, basically the way I see it is we're now living the new normal. How do we change our way of thinking to attract an audience in our current situation? Or how does Destiny Band Oz do it? I know how I do it.
Well, for you, we can do something similar. We can podcast or do that, which we don't really do. We're not that tech savvy. But we are recording a new album at the moment, and fingers crossed, you know, hopefully in the new year, or this year's a total write-off, hopefully next year, we will be able to get back out there, maybe only playing to smaller amounts of people, maybe more intimate type shows, maybe 20,
but
30
it is
people.
hard when you have gigs that are paid gigs and people just won't go out. Even if they had a vaccine and everything would be fine, people would still be a bit reticent about going and, you know, having a big old party. Although when there's alcohol involved, that all the social distancing probably goes out the window. But
the inhibitions go out the window there. That's right. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So really, until we get definitive to this virus, I think that we're all going to be in lockdown for a long time. And we're just all praying that we find that and we can get a start next year. A little bit of luck.
I agree to the point that I think we should go back to like cabaret style entertainment where, you know, I remember I used to go to an RSL club for a dinner and a show. Be seated and the show would be on, and I think people were more entertained by that because there wasn't the dancing and carrying on, there wasn't the rowdiness. People were all sit down and they're all listening to the artist, and I've listened to some great artists that way. John Rolls from New Zealand, he's a brilliant vocalist, and I also had a cabaret show myself some years back called Wolfie and the Witches of Oz, and I was also in that realm where I was performing to people that were seated, and I think I liked that more intimate style of entertainment, and I think moving on from COVID, I think that's where we should head back to.
I think that's what we used to do as well.
Exactly.
We're very I think we do that style of work, and that's what we love doing. The festivals here are very much like that. People are seated, they're there to watch you play, they want to hear what you've got to say, and maybe there'll be one every 4 seats or whatever they have to do to spread it out, but that may be the start of where it has to go, and then it just goes from there.
Yeah, I don't see big festivals like the Gympie Muster or the Denny Ute Muster, or I don't see them coming back straight away. And
they've already cancelled that.
Yeah, they've been cancelled this year, but I don't see them coming back very quickly because I don't think that they have the ability to do the what are they calling it? Social distancing.
Yeah. No, you're right, 100% right. Yeah,
I think
you stop that. I mean, like Tamworth this year, I don't know what would happen.
I think with Tamworth, I think what might happen with Tamworth next year, because they keep saying it's going to go ahead regardless, but I think what they're going to have to do is every event will have to be ticketed, and I think and they have to restrict the amount of people that are actually coming into the city. So I think there'll be very, very limited numbers next year in Tamworth. It'll look very, very different.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we probably won't be heading up that way.
Well, we won't unless there's definitely
huge change.
Huge change, but it's safety first at all times.
For sure. But I mean, what festivals do you have in Victoria? You have a Whittlesea festival. I think there's another one on the Mornington Peninsula as well, I think. You have
a Port Fairy one. The Port Fairy have a big one. There's quite a few around, spread around. I mean, on the Murray they've got a few. So, but everything's stopped at the moment, so we just have to wait and see what happens next year.
Correct. So basically, we write off 2020 and hope for the best in 2021.
That's right. That's right.
We do.
And the years are total. We don't look at it like that. As I said, we've written a whole album, which we're just about to start recording. We've got a whole brand new album that we'll be recording over the next 3 months. We've kept busy on the farm. My dad lives with us.
House maintenance getting done,
and,
which is good.
Yeah, so Tessa's mum and my dad live with us, and they're both, in their 80s and 90s. So, we really have to protect them.
Yep, for sure.
So, it's probably worked out not so bad in our life.
Getting
because
back doing a bit of horse riding as well, which I had a car accident a few years ago.
That's right.
Haven't been doing much. So
and the farm looks mint, mate. It hasn't looked this good since you bought it. So everything's fixed, everything's going really well. So I'm getting those jobs.
It's amazing. It's amazing that you say that because so many people that obviously because we've been locked in our homes and stuff like that. You've seen so many reports about people doing things that they have just put on the back burner because they've been too busy. We just don't have time for that. We'll just do that later. But other things that you've noticed, and other things that you've noticed since COVID happened is the change in the environment. Just the greenness of the trees, the blueness of the sky, the smell of the rain. Everything's changed.
Lack of pollution.
I think everyone took a lot of things, and I think now that's brought it back down to home and being home and family dinners and not going out. All that family time has been great for everybody. Well, I know for us,
not using the
and it's good to be home. I love being home. I honestly don't have a problem, in lockdown.
You're always out.
I'm always out working because you write this list that's 100 pages,
Oh, God.
True.
So, what do you miss most right now? I mean, obviously, you guys are performers and stuff like that. So obviously you miss going out and performing. But is there anything that you generally miss the most from this whole experience?
Well, the performing is a big thing. That's because, we were every week just about doing something.
Gigging. And rehearsing with the band.
We do miss that a lot.
Really, that's the only change in our life is the performing because
going out to dinner.
I don't really mind miss that all that much either, but I reckon I'm better cook than what we get out anyway. But I don't. It's really just the gigging that is the contact with your fans and people. And they still, I go out still and do the shopping and whatever, and people come up, so you've seen you guys play and we can't wait to see you again. And it will happen. It's just when it will happen at the moment. So, No, but there's been a lot of pluses. Tessa's learned how to play bass guitar, so she's been working hard on that. She wouldn't have done that if we were touring.
That's true. I have seen that. Hey, there you go. So tell me, what do you think about this whole thing? We can't shake hands anymore. We've got to do this.
The elbows.
The elbow bump. What do you think about? What do you think about that?
It doesn't really work for me in bed. I don't like it. But I think the old handshake's got to come back eventually, and the hug and the Maltese like to kiss twice anyway. So we're shot.
It actually has been very huggy. Oh, hello, how you going to everybody? And that is very hard to sort of go, hi.
Yeah, and you do, and you're very conscious, so you do back off. It's and we're not like that.
No,
that's all people. So
that's right. Human people. We're not like that. We're not saying, hey, go away. We're all about, hey, come in, give us a hug. And
that's right. Hey, got my mum.
And what I find really funny about this whole elbow bump thing is that you're actually closer than if you put your hand out to shake a hand.
That's right.
I know. Yeah. I think the foot one's better where you sort of kick someone. Just like
I don't think I've actually elbowed back anyone, to be quite honest. So just say, how you going? That's enough. I'm too scared to elbow bump anyone because I walk in the door and Tessa hits me with the Glen 20, she sprays me down. Unbelievable. God, my eyes have been peeling.
Oh, you guys.
You've got to laugh about it, but it's true.
Glenn 20.
I've got the cleanest hands, I can tell you.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. You guys crack me up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for an awesome interview.
Anytime, mate. We love to catch up and keep playing our stuff. We love hearing you and love talking to you. Stay safe. You know, you need to stay safe. I can guarantee you, Glenn 20 works, mate, but it hurts.
Oh my God! I think my face is going to fall off now. All right, Tess and Thomas, thank you very much for your time. Thank you so much. See ya. All right, that was Tessa and Thomas Laprairie from Destiny Band Oz, and that was an awesome interview. This has been Dax Chats. I am DJ Dax, and until next time, bye for now.